Robin Hood, season 1, episode 4. The cause of all the unrest.
Hood.
Bro, it's Robin in the Hood. Robin in the Hood. Robin in the Hood. Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
That's what he says. The bishop says at the end. Because the bishop figures out we're just gonna make that his name.
Yeah, Robin Hood.
Make it sound all evil like and shit.
This is Robin in the Hood became Robin Hood.
Dude, here's a show that's interesting to watch up against it. Welcome to Derry, because it couldn't be more different. It's a total drama piece, told well.
Drama in the Hood.
Drama in the Hood. Not that hood though. He's just wearing a hood. This is fun to watch up against it.
Oh,
because it's a slower paced, no less entertaining show that has enough going on in enough different places that you never get bored watching it, even though nothing's exploding every 5 seconds. There's not a bow and arrow shootout every 10 seconds on this show. You've got like 8-9 named characters that all have a want, and we talk about that all the time in like writing stuff. Like, even if it's just a glass of water, your characters need to want something. There's not a single character that if I threw their name at you right now, you couldn't tell me explicitly what their goal in the show was. Because
yeah, we even learn more of what the queen's want is.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So again, like we were just talking about a minute ago with Welcome to Derry. In Robin Hood, this world continues to unfold. It continues to grow. We see the queen has an agenda. She's making allegiances. She's reaching out. She's grooming new spies, new assets in Marion. We see Robin. His group continues to expand. He added 2 more members. He got 2 more followers this week. Like and subscribe for more Robin Hood. Right. He got 2 more to his. He got 2 more.
Well, he got 2 more, and then 1 took a step back.
Well, he got 3 more, and then 1 took a step back. He got Friar Tuck, Spraggart, and Mary, and then something bad happened. There was something about her.
There was something about Mary there.
There we are. All right, you got it. There we go. He got it. It's late, but he got it. But the drama continues to unfold in a way that they take it seriously, but they don't whack you over the head with anything. It's interesting to see them do their best to get gender roles right, and I appreciate that about this show. They get it all right, like we were talking about in episode 1. The queen in this show is never going to pick up a sword and battle 3 of her soldiers to a standstill and defeat them, right?
No.
Marion's never going to pick up a dagger off a table and fling it and,
she might do it in self-defense.
But she might pick one up and get a cheap shot in that works, but she's not going to outclass any of these armed soldiers like the asshole in Rings of Power did, like fake Galadriel. That's never going to happen on this show. They're smart. They're cunning. They use seduction when appropriate. And they understand that's how they acquire and wield power. They're not wrong. That's real world shit. That's how that goes. So every time, like if this was any, I feel like if it was any other show, it wouldn't be that. It would be Rings of Power. That's why this feels like such an exception to me. That we see women behaving as women in power would, with the tools that they're given, and even though we're in bondage, we're restrained, we're still powerful, and I'm going to show you how to be powerful. That's what you said to her.
Yeah, she really did.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that part of the show so far?
No, I think it's perfect. Like people are smart. They play the role they're supposed to play. They're not overstepping their bounds. The one that's really getting me, other than the women, is the sheriff in this one. Like you're seeing a whole new different side of the sheriff. He isn't that mustache twirling bad guy that we always see in the Robin Hood tales. Like you're seeing a completely different version of the sheriff. Like it's smart, it's tactical, and yet he's trying to do it all for the king. He's not doing it for himself. He's not doing it for power, except for he enjoys the spoils of the position he's put into.
Exactly right. This is 180 degrees opposite the Alan Rickman, Sheriff of Nottingham from Prince of Thieves, and we knew it was going to be. Obviously, this is a show that's taking itself seriously. It did in the trailer. We knew it wasn't going to be mustache twirling villain, BBC America nonsense. What I like about the sheriff's character is he's almost becoming the reluctant antagonist that isn't the villain. Yeah, it's like, I wish fucking Huntington never did this, and fuck, Loxley shouldn't have done that, and now I got to clean this shit up. But I like that he flexes on the bishop. He's like, oh, no. I'm paying half, you're paying half, or this shit ain't happening. This is also your problem. The king expects both to keep the peace. This isn't just a me deal. This is a you deal,
Yeah.
homie. You know what I mean? But again, Sean Bean just dominates this role because he can get fiery and intense when he has to, like when he told,
Especially when he's with his daughter.
exactly.
Penelope.
It's like the Priscilla.
Priscilla, that's right.
Priscilla. Penelope. What the fuck is wrong with you? He did put that on her there, and I like that her little bodyguard straight up pulled a knife on him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I didn't mean that shit. I didn't mean that. My bad. It was a reflex. Like
reflex.
On that dude. But I like him in that role because he's pulling off that tired, dutiful he's Ned Stark. That's basically who he is. It's the same dude. He's just on the other side of the good guy, bad guy thing from the audience perspective at this point. He's all duty and family.
He's a little bit different than I would say Ned Stark. Like he has, yeah, because Ned Stark never talked about embellishing in the role that they're given, as he was the governor of Westeros up there. He's not. Yeah, it wasn't
reluctant.
It was reluctant, even though he was the one like, when you have to do justice, be the one to swing the sword.
Right. True. And that's what made him instantly a compelling, likable.
Yeah.
Here
he's trying to do everything for the king,
right?
But he does enjoy his lavish lifestyle.
True. He's much more morally ambiguous, with the paper saying in the chat over there for sure. Yeah, he's definitely benefiting from the position he's in, but I think he realizes that he's stepped into a pile of it by giving into he even says that Huntington's greed be damned.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he understands like that this is a dude that got outside of his lane and is going to drag the rest of us into it. You know, but it's interesting to see Robin in particular. Thankfully, right? I think we're now well outside and beyond the grieving son crybaby got punched in the face thing, like in this episode. Like it wraps up like episode 1 of like Green Arrow. You know what I mean? Like
you have failed this forest.
You have failed this forest, right? Like he's in the hood. He's got the bow. He's telling the bishop to run.
Dude, he killed all 6 of those guards.
Listen, let me tell you something. The next time they're up against some shit and they're expecting 2 and they get 6, if he's nervous, I'm like, dude, now hold on a second. All right. You unsolicited shot 6 of these dudes without missing a beat and without taking a scratch. All right. I'm thinking you could get probably 8 of them. And that's with Little John. You had backup. You had qualified backup down there.
Yeah, Little John, he didn't hold it. The other ones are his weak links. Everybody else.
Yeah, Drew's all right. But yeah, the other 2, Ralph probably not that great to fist fight given her size. And Henry, if he lives, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rob, at this point, he's Robin Hood, dude. He's firing shots. You know, he shouldn't be nervous at this point. But he's become a superhero at this point now. Like because of that, and like he's put the hood up, he's done the shooting thing, he's issuing edicts, being like, "Oh, no, you tell the sheriff I'm taking my money. I claim the reward on myself. I fucked all those guys up."
He said, "I'm claiming the reward," because they didn't say he was Robin of Lots or Rob of Lots.
Right.
They said that he is Robin in the Hood, and then it became Robin Hood. So this should have been someone completely different because he wasn't running with a big band before. It was like 4 of them. Right. So they could.
Now they've got money and food, and Spraggart's got to have a role coming too because he was the poacher from episode 1. Like they said that. Oh, I know you. I'm nothing like you. Yeah, you are. We both hate these guys. He's obviously he's a professional. Like he's a professional thief, poacher, whatever. He'll have benefit to this group for sure. He's not just. I don't think he's going to tag her along. Now he might backstab him for money. He might be a turncoat. That might be a thing. But he's another interesting role to play because of that already established dynamic there. So as this group increases in size, they're adding interesting personalities. Obviously, Little John's going to become his best bud. That's going to happen, right? You got Spraggart.
Dude, he has a voice on him. Like I want him to narrate an audio book. Like
rumble, young man, rumble.
Yeah.
You touch it again, I'll bash you. He always, I'll bash you. That's going to be your prize. Again, that's crazy. I would fuck with that dude. If they killed his dog, he's gonna go John Wick. He's gonna go Little John Wick.
Yeah, Little John Wick.
Title. Damn it. But I think Tuck is the interesting one out of this whole cavalcade of people that they've introduced to this group because he's not the big fat drunk friar from Prince of Thieves.
No,
he's not the fat old guy from like the old Disney cartoon. He's a young guy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he throw hands in a fight. They even comment on like, "Hey, you handled yourself back there. You're afraid of the Abbey."
And
You
it's
know,
one of the
he's
things
got some thoughts.
I did like, because the way they were portraying Christianity was, you know, the norms were like pretty much blasphemy, saying that they're Christians and they're bringing their book and they're break their gods. And like,
Yeah.
this is like the guy who you would go and follow for Christianity, because it's
Yep.
about salvation and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yep. Being
Like,
found.
yeah, he's more about what the book says than being a Christian.
Yep. No, he's a solid character too. He had a couple of great beats, I thought. Every conversation he has just with Robin,
Was
where he acts
meaningful.
as like the moral foil to his impulse, and he gets him to question himself. Be like, no, I'm not your enemy. And Robin's like, he quotes Latin, and then Tuck tells him, "Oh, you know your Bible." He says, "It's not my Bible," and he
Yeah.
has a meaningful response to that. So I like their vibe. I mean, he's gonna get Robin to be more of the peacemaker, like his father was trying to be, and then his mother told him, because he had that one great line. He's like, "Dude, you could kill the sheriff 1,000 times over, and
And it won't fill that
it won't
hole.
fill the hole in your heart, right?" He says, he said, "If you kill the sheriff, will it make you feel better?" And Robin says, "No, but it'll make things right." And then he says, "Nah, you could kill him 1,000 times over, it wouldn't matter." Like, so they've already set him up as that great back and forth, but they've also set this Tuck up as being, like you said, he's for the faith. He's not for the church. He's for the
No,
faith.
he's for the faith.
Right.
Yes.
Because when they commit the robbery and the bishop finally shows his cowardly ass out of the carriage, Friar Tuck pimp slaps him like twice and yanks the jeweled crucifix right off his throat. Like, you're a fucking disgrace, dude.
Yeah.
To his face. Pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
Pretty ballsy. For a guy that was in cheap sandals and was afraid to going back to the Abbey for getting whipped.
Yeah, he had another great part too.
Oh, yeah,
right
yeah.
right
Great comment.
beforehand.
Perfect comment.
Yeah, he's
Right,
like,
straight out of Firefly. Yep.
let me take
Alan
my
Thicke.
piece and give it to the poor, where it whole
Yep.
starts the whole legend of Robin Hood. So that's what we're actually seeing, because if you heard earlier, they said that was it her son, Richard, is supposed to be the next king of England. And he goes,
True warrior.
what about his brother, Prince John?
He's pretty.
Yeah. It's like
pretty.
he's not Richard.
Right. Richard the Lionheart, he is not. But yeah, I think like Pape said, that's a great comp there. Mal and Book for Tuck and Robin in this one. I think that's a meaningful relationship for him to have there, to expand his horizons, to help him get over the hump of wanting vengeance. Because he even quotes him. He says, "No, our Lord says, vengeance is mine. That's not for you."
Yeah.
You know, that's you. Let that shit go. Because they have that theological discussion. You know, what would your God tell you? Kill them all. Like, oh, okay, that's great to go. That's great. That's a great line to cut to commercial. But it's going to be something he will invariably unlearn by the end of this show.
Yeah.
100%. You know, I like that.
And like they were talking about, like, when it was only supposed to be 2 guards, to shoot the one guard in the leg and the other one will flee. That way you're not killing anybody, you're just robbing them. But when it became 6,
the motherfucker shot all 6 of them real quick. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, that all the Robin Hood stuff is good. The stuff in the palace, I think, needs to get more Game of Thrones before too long, or that might get boring to me. Like, I like when the Queen shows up, but there's only so much of Marion I can watch, kind of doddering around, changing bed sheets, and talking to like the head scullery maid that was teaching her how to hang clothes on a line or whatever. Something needs to pick up there. I thought something interesting was going to happen when Will tried to kiss her, but they played that for a little bit of a laugh, which was fine.
yeah. Good night, Will.
Good night, Will. She leaned in like a little bit, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Nah, dog, I'm out." I like Celine. I think there's going to be some backhanded stabbery with that character somewhere, because she just looks a little too dark and smoldering and mysterious.
Mhm.
But something needs to happen in that particular quadrant of this story. I'm going to be like, all right, back to Sherwood, back to the sheriff, back to Huntington, grieving father. That was another great scene too. Yeah, the sheriff's daughter pretending like she's going to stay the night. I'm like, I'll see again.
Yeah.
She's slick, cunning. I like that.
And then stole a horse and rode back to the
Stole the horse and
to
rode
Nottingham.
back. It was like I'm back, bitches.
Yeah.
Almost got her squire killed and shit. Yeah, okay, whatever. That's what they do.
So here's my question to you: is it
Shoot.
been worth the $7.99 to
Yeah,
get this show?
yeah, definitely, because it's. I would have picked this show up on like Peacock or something, if I was bored and watched the first episode and at least have been intrigued to watch more. If I already had the streaming service this was on, I would have watched it. For sure.
Now, is this show worth week to week, or would you rather have it in the binge style?
You know me, dude. I'm anti binge because I feel like no one talks about shows, regardless if they're great or if they're terrible, once the moment's passed. And so, like, once that binge is done, it's over. The reason we can dunk on The Acolyte the way we do is because it's week to week. So one more bad thing happened every week that we could all get together and piss and moan and joke about with everybody that watches all these kind of channels to cover that shit. If it was a binge thing and we didn't watch it in real time and do it that one weekend, we couldn't do that in February. You know what I mean? Like there's value to watching shit the old way week to week. And I don't think this necessarily is a bingeable show because it doesn't always end on like the immediacy of a cliffhanger. Like we had that one episode where Rob's on the run, and then we had the episode 3 ended with now they're running from like Huntington's party that's pursuing through the woods. I mean, how did 4 just end? I it's completely slipped my mind.
They told the sheriff about it was Robin Hood.
Oh, right.
That's how it ended.
But see, it wasn't somebody immediately in danger on the run. You know what I mean? So it didn't make me. I don't need to see episode 5 now. I can wait until Sunday and be like, oh, dude, let's fucking talk about episode 5 because it doesn't have that kind of pacing, and that's all right, dude. Not every show needs to be Twisted Metal, Fallout, like Game of Thrones.
Twisted Metal
like
week to week.
No, but I mean, like, but it's always got this relentless pace at the end of their episodes, with something exploding literally.
Which it just got renewed for a 3rd season, and they said there's going to be major changes to the next season because
I didn't see season 2
because they said season 2 and season 1 is not playing well with audiences.
Oh, get out of here! I've heard decent things about the show so far, but we'll see what they do. I don't know. I'm not expert on the lore of that game, so not that there's a whole lot. I don't think. But for this show here, I'm down for watching it. I'm down for watching it for sure. I don't know that I'll keep MGM Plus when it's over unless I see a bunch of crap that doesn't cross exist on Prime and the other shit we have. What about you? Would you need this all in a 8 episode binge, or is the week to week working for you?
No, it's fine with me. I'm enjoying the show. I'm glad I got it for $7.99 and I saw that trailer that one day. That kind of led to all of this. So yeah, it's been a great surprise to find on the most obscure streaming service out there, MGM Plus.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it for sure. But so how many we have? What, 4 more for this one too?
I believe so.
True. Yeah. No, we'll finish the show up and we'll do like a whole series.
No, I believe this one's 10. I believe this one's 10.
Okay,
so it's
got another 6 weeks
because it's taking us into January.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it's definitely got 6. So we'll do a full series wrap up score. I don't want to score this one week to week because I feel like it's just been perfectly even so far. Like nothing has been over the top amazing or completely bottomed out. So we'll see.